Let's quickly technically analyze Remgro, and we'll start off on the monthly chart and then make our way down to the weekly. And yeah, this is a very interesting chart, and I'm going to give reasons as to why I say that this chart is very, very interesting. In fact, it's full of traps. And yeah, on the monthly chart at this point in time, we can see that the market is at a very strong level of resistance. And what this means is that we may potentially get a reversal of sorts, right? And that is because, guys, we know that where we have support and resistance, that's where a lot of traders and investors actually buy and sell, and a lot of people are actually waiting for the market to actually break this channel. And once it does so, they will be looking to sell, and their first take profit should be around here, where we have this trend line over here, right? However, having said that, just note that we are in a very strong uptrend, and what this tells me is that for the most part I should be looking for potential buy opportunities and not so much sell opportunities, right? Earlier I said that this chart is very interesting, and one of the reasons why I say so is because it had given us a double top here, right? And a double top looks like this. It's actually an M formation, and the anticipation, as far as a lot of traders and investors are concerned, was for price to actually move further down to perhaps around here, right, to complete that structure. And at this point is where a lot of investors and traders would have looked for potential buy opportunities, as the anticipation would have been that the market would possibly give us a huge W structure, right? Anyway, what else do we see in regards to the monthly chart? Let me just actually zoom in a bit. Just bear with me. Let's have a look. Remember that at this point in time, we are at a very strong level of resistance, and it's a very strong level of resistance because we've had multiple rejections, and currently we can see that price seems to be rejecting at that point. And as I said, a lot of traders and investors are actually waiting for price to potentially close to the bottom side of this channel, or even this one over here. And once that happens, they will be looking to potentially sell, right? However, remember, guys, that we are, as I said earlier, in a very strong upward trajectory or an upward market. And as I said, this tells me that we should be looking for potential buy opportunities, right? And another thing that I also want to point out is that this M structure over here was just a trap, in my humble opinion, to induce investors to sell, right? And that is because we've been taught to sell on the second leg of M structures or double tops, right, and place our stop losses just above, right? And as you can see, price failed to push further down to around at least this level, and we saw a reversal, right? In my opinion, I believe that price is actually heading up to grab all of the stop losses that are located here, right? So it's going to move up probably to grab all of these stop losses that are located here. And that is because, remember, guys, whenever we have these double tops like we have here, or M structures, people sell there and they place their stop losses above, right? And those stop losses represent liquidity, and that liquidity is money that needs to be triggered by the market at one point or another, as I always say, right? So I believe that we're likely going to see the market move further up and actually continue to move further up, because as you can see, we are in a very strong upward trajectory, right? As much as the market at this point in time seems to be struggling at this point, which is a very strong level of resistance, right? Anyway, let's head down to the weekly chart and let's see what's happening down here. And here we are on the weekly chart. And remember, guys, that we spoke about how the market at this point is at a very strong level of resistance, and we had multiple rejections. And in as far as investing and trading goes, we've been taught that on the third rejection of price being at a very strong level of support or resistance, that's where we should look for rejections and possibly sell. But as I said, guys, remember, this is most likely a trap, because in the past price had given us this double top, and a lot of traders and investors actually sold there and placed their stop losses just above, right? I know that others at this point are selling here as well, and myself personally, I would not sell at that level. And the reason I say so is because, remember guys, we are in a very strong upward trend, and to add to that, we have what seems to be a trap here in my opinion, with a lot of stop losses located there. And there's a very big chance that price from where it is may only come down slightly, only to induce more people to keep on selling, and then we may again see the market continue to move further up, right? So we just need to be careful. And again, I'm just speculating at this point, and I'm not necessarily saying that we are going to see the market continue to move further up. I'm just showing you what I see on my end, and that's it really. It's just my opinion, and I may also be wrong, because at the end of the day, nobody really knows where the markets will head up to, except for those individuals that engage in illegal activities, and as far as insider trading goes. And that's it, guys, as far as my analysis goes. In conclusion, remember, we're in an upward trending market. Yes, price is at a very strong level of resistance, and a lot of people are actually waiting for the market to push further down. But there's a very big chance that we're going to see, in my very, very humble opinion, the market continue to move further up. I hope you guys can see that. So as far as looking for potential buy opportunities go at this point, just to go back to the weekly chart, on the weekly chart, we also have this structure over here, which is an overextended W structure. And again, it is an overextended W structure because that first leg is much lower than that second leg, and it has a neckline at that point, right? So at this point where we have this neckline is where I would look for potential buy opportunities, right? That is, if price from where it is comes back to this level, at this level is where I would look for potential buy opportunities, right? I hope you guys can see that. That's where I would look for potential buy opportunities, right? And I'm just gonna add, just bear with me, let's see, I just want to add my neckline for that W structure, or overextended W structure. This would be my neckline somewhere here, right? So this is where I would look for potential buy opportunities, right? And remember guys, that I said we have this double top, which is most likely a trap, and again, price gave us a third rejection at that point, which is likely to induce more people to keep on selling, and the market may push to about here, right, to induce even more people to keep on selling and place, and so that they can place their stop losses just above, and then we may potentially see the market do this and continue to move further up, right? So as I said, at this point is where I would be looking for potential buy opportunities, right? Just gonna utilize Fibonacci just to see if we have any levels, any key levels that align with that level over there. Let's see, right? And we can see more or less that the neckline, which is over here of this overextended W structure, aligns, we could say, with the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, which acts as confluence in as far as looking for potential buy opportunities goes at this point, should price from where it is actually come back to that level, right? I hope you guys can see that, right? And then I'm hoping that we would get or we would have rather this trend line more or less, and this would also act as dynamic support, and also act as confluence, or add rather as confluence in as far as looking for potential buy opportunities goes at this point, right? Again, I'm just speculating and showing you some of the possible outcomes that we may encounter as far as the Remgro chart is concerned. And again, I may be wrong, but this is what I will be looking for, as I will be looking for potential buy opportunities. I hope you guys can see that.